That's why I still got all this shit tatted on my neck because like after all of that happened, because I was like, look, all I want to speak is truth.
I remember when things went a little left with Viacom, when you was like, man,
100%.
I'm done for a minute, man.
And that was the thing too, like to me, a little of that shit was like heartbreaking almost because I had been there since a teenager. And I always thought they had my back. But when you dealing with a corporate infrastructure and board members and, you know, like the stock market and shit like that.
Relationships don't matter at that point.
Even that was literally on one of my platforms, one of my podcasts, you know, for me sitting down with Griff, just popping and talking about real life shit, talking about us, talking that's why I always say, like, I was just standing on business for the culture about like who we are as Black people. And then I think, you know, our truth can hurt and offend sometimes. And people don't understand that when you speak in your truth, your truth can be a weapon to somebody else. That's why I still got all this shit tatted on my neck because like after all of that happened, because I was like, look, all I want to speak is truth. And that footage was, somebody cut the footage together to make it look like I was on some anti-Semitic stuff. And then in the same setting, because of the conversation, the exact same thing happens to me. Whoa, this game is way heavier than I thought it was. But what that showed me, even as a businessman, I sat back because
that was my next question.
I did have such a real squad. That's where I saw the loyalty. That's where I saw everybody stand firm for me. And you know, the squad was like, no matter what y'all come with, we rocking with Nick. The deal got better when we came back for everybody. And even, you know, we was eating good even through the pandemic because of the deal that I had set up after all of that controversy. I was on the heels of them trying to cancel me.
With that being said, and after all that, I know Black ownership in media and everything now means even more to you.
I mean, because that was my saving grace in that process. The real ones who knew who I was and the solid individuals stood next to me, but understanding like, yo, you gotta build your own.